Yeah, hello everyone, myself Maruti, welcoming you all to this math video session. In this video, I have taken a topic from linear equations under two variables. Right, so as usual, we are dealing with real life application, but this time to make you better understand, we are getting into the real life application in a boat. Right, so when we are traveling in a boat, obviously we come across two things, that is movement of the boat and movement of the water. Right, and you have to remember that one, movement of the water is nothing but the stream. Right, obviously the boat goes upstream and also downstream. Here I have used beautiful words, upstream and downstream. Right, what does a upstream mean? Right, if the boat is moving against the flow of the water, I repeat, if the water is moving in this direction, right, and if the boat is going against the direction, right, obviously the boat has to move. And the speed of the boat, obviously it should be more to travel against that, right? Comparatively, the speed of the water will be less than the speed of the boat. Why? Because the boat has to travel. Right, now the case is, if the boat is moving against the flow of the water, then this movement is called as upstream. You have to remember this one. The second option, if the water is moving in this direction and the boat is also going in this direction, right, obviously the stream, the water flow will be slow, and whereas the boat movement will be fast. Right, if they both are moving and if they are moving in the same direction, and stream, the flow of the water will support to the boat to move little bit faster. Right, so if the movement of the boat and the movement of the water, if they are in the same direction, we call it as downstream. Right, and if the movement of the boat and the movement of the water, if they are against to each other, we call it as upstream. Right, in both the cases, speed of the boat should be more. Then only in the case of upstream, it can go opposite. Right, otherwise, if the speed of the water is more, the water pushes the boat back and your journey won't be completed. You got it? So I had given a brief introduction. What is the meaning of upstream and downstream? Why? Because while sailing a boat to make a journey, obviously we should know what is the meaning of upstream and also downstream. Now let us go to the question what we are discussing here. Right? A boat goes 30 kilometers upstream. Just now I said to you what is the meaning of upstream. A boat goes 30 kilometers upstream and 44 kilometers downstream in 10 hours. Obviously, you know, a journey consists of both upstream and downstream. For example, right, there is a river flowing, there is a stream flow, water flow is there, right? You are on a boat, you want to go to certain place and you like to come back. This is the place where you are living. Right, you started the journey here, you went there, obviously after completing the work you come back. Right, journey means the traveling to there and from there. Right, it's nothing but the downstream and upstream, both together they finish up your journey. You have to remember that one. So here we are talking about the first journey. A boat goes 30 kilometers upstream, point 1, upstream. Right, and 44 kilometers downstream in 10 hours. That is the first journey. Point 1. Let's go to the second case scenario. Right, again, in 13 hours, we are talking about the second journey now, not the first journey. One more journey, one more person, one more boat you can say, or the same boat on the other day. It may be whatever it might be. Right, in 13 hours, it can go 40 kilometers upstream and 55 kilometers downstream. So I have taken two cases. In the first case, the journey is of 10 hours. Right, in the second case, the journey is of 13 hours. Both the journeys consist of upstream and downstream. Okay, with the help of all these cases, let's frame two equations. Alright, and let us solve it. But as there are two unknowns, what he is asking us in this question? Straight away, find the what he says, determine the speed of the stream What is the meaning of stream? Just now I said stream means flow of water. He is asking us what is the speed of the water. Why? Because that is the one which is in the motion, right? Which is moving. Water is moving. Point 1. Next, speed of the boat. Yes, the second object which is moving here is boat. Right? Two things are there. Two things are speed of the water, that is nothing but the stream, and speed of the boat. Right? But remember, boat moves on the water. A boat moves on the water. How can you calculate only the speed of the boat means? Right? Assume the still water and make the boat move. Assume the still water. Still water means no movement. It is not the stream. Right? It's the still water. And if the boat is moving in that still water, we call it as the speed of the boat. Right? But here, water and both, they both are moving. Right? Means speed is intermixed. They are dependent on each other. Right? So let's go for this sum now. So what is asking us to find? Determine the speed of the stream and the speed of the boat. Okay, let's assume the speed of the boat as x kilometers per hour. Let speed of boat be x kilometers per hour. This is the first variable. This is the first variable what we are assuming. What is the speed of the boat? X kilometers. Obviously, you have to remember speed of the boat means I said in still water. Right? The next one. Let speed of the stream. Be y kilometers per hour. Just now I said you speed of the stream means running water. Okay, but I said you they are dependent on each other. Right? These both the speeds, they are interdependent. The speed of the boat is dependent upon the stream flow. Right? Both the speeds are interdependent. You have to remember speeds are interdependent. Right? They are dependent on each other. Interdependent. They are interdependent. What do you call them if they are interdependent? Just now I said upstream. The first case is nothing but upstream. Right. What is the meaning of upstream? This is the first point what you have to remember. Just for the sake of your benefit, I am going to draw it for you. So, if the water is moving in this direction, flow of water is in this direction, right? And a boat is present there, right? And the speed of the boat is in the opposite direction. You can observe this. Stream flow is going with y kilometers per hour. Right, boat is going with x kilometers per hour. They are in the opposite direction. You can see water is moving in this direction and the boat is moving in this direction. Right, so upstream, when do you say? Right, when boat is moving, right, in opposite direction, right, to the flow of water. You have to remember this. If the boat is moving to the opposite to the direction of the water, then we can say it is, what is that? Right, upstream. Then, right, speed upstream. Or you have to remember this one. Speed upstream. Right. Speed of what? Speed of boat upstream. Obviously, it will be x minus y kilometers per hour. This is important to be noted. Right. What is x here? X is nothing but the speed of the boat. What is y here? Speed of the water. Are you able to understand? I will give you an example for you. Suppose if the water is flowing with 5 kilometers per hour, right, and we have checked the speed of the boat, right, as it is 40 kilometers per hour, Are you able to understand? Now, what might be the speed of the upstream? Why? Because the water is stopping the boat to move. With what force it is stopping? 5 kilometers per hour. Right? Actually, it is moving with 40, but this fellow is pushing on the opposite direction. 40 minus 5. The boat travels with a speed of only 35. Though it is trying to move at 40, right, the flow of water is pushing it back with a speed of 5 kilometers per hour. Right, so this is trying to move with 40. The indicator, the speedometer shows 40 there. Right, but this fellow is pushing it back with 5 kilometers per hour. So obviously, this will become 40 minus 5. It will become 35 kilometers per hour. So always please remember, what do you say upstream? Upstream means when the boat is moving in the opposite direction to the flow of the water, we call it as upstream. Then the speed of the boat upstream will be always x minus y kilometers per hour. That is the first point to be noted. Now we are going for the other concept called downstream. Right, so what do you call the concept of downstream? Right, so we have to remember downstream is nothing but when boat is going along with the flow, when boat is moving along the water. So here you have to remember, boat and the water are moving in the same direction. To make you better understand, let's go. Suppose the water is moving in this direction. Yes, and the boat is present in that water. Right, and it is also moving in the same direction. Right, here I will give you an example for you. If the speed of the boat is x kilometers per hour and the speed of the water is y kilometers per hour, though the boat is going with 40, the water is pushing it to move with 5 more speed. 40 of the boat, 5 of the water, altogether it becomes speed of the boat to downstream will become 45. Just that's an example for you. So right here, if you go, it will become, if we are assuming, by example I am saying, if it is 40 and if this is moving with the 5, altogether 40 plus 5, it goes with 45 kilometers per hour. Just this is an example for you. Now let's go with the formula here. Speed downstream. Right, what does it become? Speed of boat plus speed of water. All together, both come together. So which is speed of the boat? We call it as x, and speed of the water y. It's nothing but speed downstream will be x plus y kilometers per hour. This is the beautiful concepts what you have to remember. Okay guys, so just I recall for you, speed of the boat we are talking it as x kilometers per hour, speed of the stream we are taking it as y kilometers per hour. As they are interdependent, we are coming to the new concepts called upstream and downstream. So they are in the opposite direction, therefore speed of the boat is stopped by speed of the water. Stopped means take away, so x minus y kilometers per hour. And the next one, downstream means they are going along with each other, right, supporting with each other. So then it becomes x plus y kilometers per hour. This is a beautiful concept what we have to remember. Now, after dealing with this one, what is the meaning of next formula? What the new concept what you have to remember means total journey. Right, total journey. You have to remember this formula also. Total journey means what? Right? Time for upstream plus time for downstream. Right, time for downstream. You have to remember this one. Right, both the journeys combine together to make the complete journey. So in the question he is talking about 2 journeys there, right? Both of them we have to think about the time for the upstream plus time for the downstream. Now, when we are talking about the time, you know, the relation which deals with time is nothing but the relation between the formula what we deal obviously is nothing but, right, speed is equal to distance by time. But the concept is dealing in terms of time. So, time is equal to distance by speed. Okay, so we are dependent upon the two formulas here. The first formula, second formula. On working on this one, let's work on the two cases what he has given here. Hope you are able to understand. Yeah, let's come back to the two relations what he has given in the sum. Right? But I just now said to you, a journey consists of both upstream plus downstream. Time taken for the upstream and time taken for the downstream. The total times together is nothing but the time for the total journey, right? We have to remember. Now, what is the relation he has given? So let's come back to the relation what he has given here, right? Boat goes 30 kilometers upstream and 44 kilometers downstream in 10 kilometers, right? Upstream and downstream. Both together, the total journey is 10 kilometers. Upstream is 30 kilometers, downstream is 44 kilometers, but the time taken for the total journey is 10 kilometers. Let's frame the questions here. What he says, right? Distance upstream. Distance. What is the distance upstream? What is the distance he has given? 30 kilometers. Distance upstream is nothing but 30 kilometers. Now, speed upstream. Speed upstream. Just now I said speed upstream is nothing but, it's nothing but x plus y kilometers. Speed upstream, speed of the boat, right? Speed upstream, we take it as x minus y kilometers, right? The speed. Why? Because the upstream means the boat is going against, therefore x minus y. Now, the time taken, right? Time taken for upstream is nothing but, just now I said the speed is equal to distance by time, distance by speed. That's the formula, right? Time taken for upstream is nothing but time for the distance for the upstream by speed by upstream. So what is the distance here? 30 kilometers by, it's nothing but x minus y kilometers per hour. Right, so kilometers gets cancelled, right? The time, right, it's nothing but what we are having here, it's nothing but 30 by x minus y. What's this? Time for upstream. You know what is the meaning of upstream. If the water is going in this direction, if the boat is going against, we call it as upstream. Now, let's come back to the downstream. So, what is the distance he has given? Distance downstream, right? Here, what is the distance he has given? 44 kilometers. That's the distance, right? And we know the speed, right? The speed downstream. Speed downstream means boat is going in the same direction. Water is also going in the same direction. Therefore, it is nothing but x plus y kilometers per hour. Right, kilometers per hour. Now, what is the time for the upstream? As you all know, time always calculated by distance by speed. What is the distance? 44. And what is the speed? X plus y. Right, it's cool now. Right, kilometer per hour. So here we can simply say kilometers and kilometers gets cancelled, and what is left over? Only hours is left over. Okay, now this is the time taken, right? Time taken for upwards journey, and time taken for the total journey. So time is 30 by x minus y, and here 44 by x plus y. Now, what is this? What's the time for the total journey? Total journey time, right, is 10 hours. This is what he has given. The total journey time. The total journey time is nothing but 10 kilometers. What does the 10 kilometer consist of? Time for upward journey plus time for downward journey. Right, equals how much he has given? 10 hours. Alright, so what is the time for upward journey? Time for upward journey is nothing but, you can frame here, it is nothing but 30 by, right, x minus y plus, what is the time for downward journey? 44 by x plus y is nothing but how many hours? It's nothing but 10 hours. Right, this is the equation what we are getting. 30 by x minus y plus 44 by x plus y is nothing but 10 hours. This is with the help of the first equation, first situation what he has given. I have framed the first equation. Now let's get back to the second one. Boat goes 40 kilometers. If you think about upstream, here, what is the distance upstream here? Distance is nothing but 40 kilometers. Right, in the same way, speed upstream, obviously upstream speed is nothing but x minus y kilometers. Okay, now time for upstream, right? Just now I said to you the relation time for upstream is nothing but distance upstream by speed upstream. Okay, so the time upstream, just now you got it as distance is 40 kilometers by, here it is nothing but x minus y kilometers per hour. Right, cancels. Here we are having 40 by x minus y. That is nothing but time taken for upward journey. Right, in the same way, if you go for the downstream here, right, the downstream, time taken for downstream, you can straight away calculate here. Downstream it is, distance downstream is nothing but 55 kilometers. You can write in sentence, what is the distance traveled in the downstream? 55. Speed downstream, obviously we know x plus y kilometers. Now if you calculate the time taken, time downstream is nothing but a distance by speed. Right, what is the distance? 55 kilometers by x plus y kilometers per hour. Cancel it out, which is nothing but 55 by x plus y. Right, so we got the time for the upward journey and we got the time for the downward journey, but the total, how much is that? It is nothing but 13 hours, right? But total journey is of 13 hours. Right, what does that consist of? Time for upward journey plus time for downward journey equals 13 hours. Which implies, what is the time for upward journey? It's nothing but 40 by x minus y plus the next one 55 by x plus y equals 13 hours. So we got equation 1 here and we got equation 2 here. We are supposed to solve the 2 equation by converting in terms of a linear equation under 2 variables x and y. So we got 2 equations now. The equation 1 as we have seen there. So 30 by x minus y plus 44 by x plus y equals 10 and 40 by x minus y plus 55 by x plus y is equal to 30. So what we are supposed to do? We have to reduce it to a linear equation. It is not in the form of a linear equation. We have to reduce that. So how to write equation 1? Can I write equation as 30 into 1 minus x minus y? Yes, plus 44 into 1 by x plus y equals 10. I have reduced, I took 30 out. Now, equation 2 can be written as 40 into 1 minus x minus y plus 55 into 1 by x plus y equals 13. I want to reduce in terms of a linear equation. Now, I like to take, let 1 by x minus y equals a. In the same way, I like to take 1 by x plus y equals b. Right, I want to take this as a and I like to take this as b now. Now, what does the equation 1 look like now? What does the equation look like? 30a plus 44b equals 10. This is nothing but equation 1. Now let's go. How does the equation 2 look like? Equation 2 is now 40a 40A plus 55B equals 13. These are the two equations what we got. Now it is reduced in the form of a linear equation. Now we have to solve equation 1 and 2 by using elimination method. Solving equation 1 and 2, 1 and 2 by elimination method. I like to choose elimination method here. So as you all know, if we have to go with the elimination method, obviously we make the quotients here same there. So what is my planning means? I want to multiply equation 1 into, I like to multiply with 4. Equation 1 I like to multiply with 4. So 4 30s, it's nothing but 120A, right? 4 16, right? 16, 176. 176B equals, it's nothing but 40. Now equation 2 I like to multiply with 3. So it's again 120A plus, it's nothing but 165B equals, it's nothing but 39. Right? So what we have done, we have made the quotients here 120 and 120. Now change the signs to cancel it. I have changed the signs, I can cancel it, and here it is nothing but 11B equals 1 and B is equal to 1 by 11. Okay, I got the value of B now. Let me find the value of A. Substituting, right, B equals 1 by 11 in any one of the equations. I like to substitute in equation 1. In equation 1, I like to substitute. What's the first equation actually? 30A plus 44B equals 10. Now let's substitute B 1 by 11 in the place of B. It's nothing but 30A plus 44 into B is nothing but 1 by 11 equals 10. Goes 4 times. 30A plus 4 is equal to 10, right? 30A equals 10. 30A equals 6. It's nothing but A is equal to 6 by 30. It's nothing but 6 ones, 6 5. So A equals, we got it as 1 by 5. So we got the value of B and we got the value of A. Let us simplify what is saying. So what is A? But just now we said B is equal to 1 by 11. But what's the value of B there? If you check it out, it's nothing but 1 by X plus Y equals 1 by 11. Okay, now if you check it out, if you compare both the sides, X plus Y equals 11. Let's call it as equation 3. Okay, and what is the other thing what we have? A, how much you got? A is equal to 1 by 5, but don't forget what's the value of A there. So A is nothing but 1 by X minus Y is equal to 1 by 5. If I compare the bottoms, X minus Y is equal to 5. This is what I am getting. I like to call it as equation 4. Right, now let's solve equation 3 and 4. Solving equations 3 and 4. Right, so what is that? X plus Y equals 11 and X minus Y, we got it as something like 5. Cancel out. 2X is equal to 6. Right. 16. Right, 2X equal to 16. X is equal to 8 kilometers per hour. Right, so what is that X? Speed of the boat, right? Okay, but we are not only dependent upon the speed of the boat. Let's substitute in this one. Substituting X is equal to 8 in equation 3. What is equation 3? X plus Y equals 11. Right, it is 8 plus Y equals 11, which implies Y is equal to 11 minus 8. Y is equal to something like 3 kilometers per hour. Right, so we got the calculation here. So, right, X is equal to 8. What is X here? Speed of the boat. You write the conclusion. Therefore, speed of the boat equals X is equal to, we got it as 8 kilometers per hour. Right, and the speed of the stream, speed speed of the stream, comma, y is equal to 3 kilometers per hour. So if they are of this speed, we can make the journey in terms of 10 hours and 13 hours. Hope you are. In this channel, I have been placing both math and science videos.